Hi, I'm Venus O'Hara and welcome to another video. Whenever I meet new people and I tell them what I do for a living, we often talk about sex. Well, sometimes we talk about sex, but more often than not, we end up talking about dating. And yeah, it seems to be a very, very popular topic. I know a lot of single people who are dying to meet someone special, or even just for sex, or even for a relationship. And most of my friends are actually on Tinder or similar dating apps, and I've never used a dating app ever. And I wanted to talk about that today and why I don't use dating apps. And of course, I want to talk about the case for offline dating, which I think is a lot more authentic and less awkward. So let's talk about, first of all, about Tinder and different dating apps. Well, I've tried lots of websites like Plenty of Fish, Meetic, Match, lots of different things like that. And I've even been able to have dates through social media, through Twitter, Facebook, etc. And so I've been in that situation many times where I've just met someone online and then we meet outside a cafe or inside a cafe, and then you're having a coffee, and it's an incredibly awkward situation. There have been times when it's been great, and I have met people who've ended up being good friends, or even a friend with benefits, or even a lover, or even relationships. But I don't know. I think the last time I did online dating, it was such a negative experience. I think in the more recent years, I've had to deal with people finding out or what I do for a living, and they're just kind of really in shock. Because obviously I don't put that on my profile, and some people know me here locally in Barcelona, but a lot of people don't know who I am, or anything about me. So I'm just meeting a new person, and then suddenly when I explain that I'm a sex toy tester, or that I've been on magazine covers, or I talk about sex as for a living, then I think a lot of people find that intimidating. So I prefer to meet people offline, or maybe in a more realistic context first of all. But that's not the only reason. I think what I don't like about it as well is the privacy element. I don't like the fact that someone can know like how far away you are from them. I just don't like that idea at all, and I don't like the idea of yeah, I think it's the privacy that really concerns me, and also just reducing my whole profile down to one picture or a few pictures and a couple of sentences. I think that can be quite difficult, and also it can make you judge other people quite harshly. Because if I'm very honest, if I think about all the people in my life who've meant something to me, if I'd met them on Tinder or something, I would have rejected them straight away. And I think the type of attraction I have towards people is when I know someone over a period of time, and then suddenly I might see them with different eyes one day. So yeah, I think I prefer to let things develop naturally. So that's one thing. The awkward dates. Yeah, lots been in so many awkward situations like that. I just thought I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. So for me, I think the key to meeting new people or dating is really to have a very active social life with like-minded people. Me personally, I love the website meetup.com, because that helps me connect with like-minded people here in Barcelona, and it's a website that a lot of people use here. So me personally, I'm in vegan groups, walking groups, yoga groups, and just general conscious groups, or even digital nomads or freelancers. So I'm with people who have very similar profiles to me, and I think it's just a question of having an active social life, and letting things happen naturally, and also breaking down your barriers. I think when you talk to people about dating, they always talk about disastrous dates as being the other person's fault all the time, and you have to take some responsibility. I think it's, in general, it's quite an awkward situation. It's almost like a sentimental job interview. And whereas if you meet someone through a hobby, then you're going to be more natural and just less tense and just more authentic. And then if you do go on a date with someone, there's a lot more to talk about. There's no awkward moments. And yeah, and also I think it's really important to break down your own barriers and expectations, and not think that not think about the father of your children or the mother of your children or whatever. Just try and enjoy a moment and think, or well, can I get a friendship out of this, or just enjoy a moment with someone. And then I think when you have less expectations, then magic can happen. But I also think that the act of being online and actively looking for a partner of some sort, I think it's a good thing to send that message to the universe, because I know people who've signed up to Tinder or other similar dating apps, and they haven't really felt 100% comfortable with it, and they've had a couple of awkward dates, but then in real life they've actually met someone, and I think that's because they changed their energy somehow. So I think it's very important to break down your own barriers, and then to be more open-minded, more approachable, and things will happen hopefully. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and see you next time.